Um, so this video might be a little dark. Maybe. I hope it's good. Um, hey guys, it's I've been debating on how to do this video because I wanted to do a story time, but just wasn't sure. I don't know. I've been really contemplating this video. Anyways, today I want to talk about the time that I thought my BFF was like my sister, basically, like my sister, basically. Well, I mean, it was, and we met in, um, middle school. We met in middle school, so, you know, high school crap that people go through is just, I wonder if there's anyone that hasn't had problems in high school. Anyways, so this story, like I said, goes back to, hold on, let me see if I can get a better light. Alright, so, like I said, this story, the problem started in high school. We were freshman year, but we met in middle school. I want to say 8th grade. So she was already there. It was gonna be my first year of middle school, and it was gonna be my first year of middle school. So she was already there. She was already a student, and I mean she was already in high school and middle school, and so one day I just went to visit middle school, and she seemed like very friendly, very like we would just get along and stuff, and we did. Throughout that year that she was there, we were friends, and we didn't have any problems. So I was like, thought of her as something else. Thought of her as an actual friend, the BFF. Alright, well, fast forward to high school. It was our freshman year, and when I say our, is because if you guys are new to my channel, to my content, I am disabled, and so was that Monday. Where was I? I think I left off at, we were BFFs, and we went into high school together, and we ended up both attending, even though she was already 1 year technically ahead of me in middle school, and even in high school. In high school, you could be as a disabled student until 18. And then in middle school, 1 year higher. So 3 years you can be there. Um, and so this specific story takes time in high school. We ended up being so during our what would it be, freshman year of high school. Um, we ended up both liking this particular person, this same guy. And I'm always like cautious because just of how, how I am, my physical. I mean, we both have a disability, but unfortunately mine is physical, noticeable. Um, so I'm always like, will people like me for me or not for me? Anyways, both ended up liking the same guy, and we were cool until like the end of freshman year. Towards the end, I think it was like May. Yeah, cause she had come to my 15th, and yeah, I still had no idea about this. I mean, they used to like flirt and stuff. Whenever they saw each other, but I was just naive, I guess. Um, until they had never really, like actually dated or whatever. Um, I do remember that one time I was talking to her and her grandmother was like, said the name of that guy. Because apparently she was writing in her like notebook that she was into this guy, right? And even though I had asked her so many times, because I mean it was kind of noticeable, but at the same time I was like, yeah, no, nothing would happen. So yeah, unfortunately they ended up dating, and even though she knew and she even stated, she's like, oh no, that would never happen because I would never do that to him. Yeah, it it went down like that. So they were flirting towards that end of her first year, and then summer passed. We went back to school. Um, and so it was like yeah, mid sophomore year. She had told this other dude if he could do a favor for her. So he asked me out. My dumb self said yes. And then I found out that it was just to get me out of the way. Um, my dumb self ended up. I mean, it was the first guy that I dated, so it was like, I wouldn't say love, but it was enthusiastic. Um, and so they ended up, the two people that I originally talking about ended up not even dating for that long actually, because apparently, yeah, I don't know what happened, but anyways, yeah, they didn't last. Um, they, oh, he had actually had moved, which I think is kind of dumb that they broke up because of that. I mean, they shouldn't have dated in the first place. But yeah. And then I I ended up doing the same thing to her. But I mean, it was petty. It was high school. It was really dumb. Um, so I believe it was freshman year. No, junior year. Sorry. Junior year. This guy asked me out, and I said yeah, and things were good. And then this girl that I originally, when I'm talking about, somehow, well, actually, no, the guy told her about us, and I'm pretty sure that they were dating behind my back because one day I was with him, and I can pretty much guarantee that he called me her name. Pretty much, I can guarantee that. Um, so, and I know that they did end up dating because he dumped me for her. I mean, not for her. He gave me an excuse of I'm not over my ex, which I'm okay with. Just because I know that those things can happen. But I, after a couple of days, found out that they were dating. But it all worked out because she ended up cheating on him. So yeah. And she did get a little bit of karma afterwards. Um, and I know that this story is kind of short and I am not as detailed as other people, but it's been a couple of years, so I don't really remember most details.